everything comes out of this grass running that way. I drop the decoy, pull my gun down, and shoot.
Jump too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little fire, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night, another movie getting paid. Jump too hard, don't stand too close, you gon' fuck around and drown. Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, as long as I get paid. Bad little fire, she been on my mind. Soon as I get back, she can slay. Do this all the time, this ain't no surprise. Every other night, another movie getting made.
Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back for another video. This is gonna be an interesting one here. I've wanted to do this all season, but thanks to COVID and a few other factors, I really haven't been able to do it the way I wanted to, or at the time I wanted to. It is May 15th, and me and my dad packed up the truck, got our gun, got everything we need to hopefully bag a turkey, and we drove about 7 hours west to the Pine Ridge area to hunt the thousands upon thousands of acres of public land out here. And right now, it's pushing 8 o'clock now, but we're out trying to see if we can just hear a gobble to give us a direction. So far, nothing, but we're trying to get to a high point that we can see off of and hear from, just to hopefully give us a direction in the morning. Because, have you ever shot a Merriam?
Yeah, I did. When I was 35.
My dad's shot one Merriam. I've never shot a Merriam, and this is Merriam country. So, actually, if I shoot a Merriam this year, which would just be super cool, if I shoot a Merriam this year, all I have is the Osceola for the four-bird slam, which I don't know when I would go to do, but I think it'd be cool to go shoot one. So I'm gonna give it our all. We got 2 days here, roughly, more like a day and a half probably. But we're gonna see if we can stumble into a bird or two. There's plenty of land out here. It's just will we be able to cover enough to find them? Is the big question. So if we hear some gobbling, I will definitely update you guys. If not, I'll see y'all back in the truck.
I'm going to get the same size of cow in Nebraska that we do in Colorado.
Yeah. The first Nebraska elk I've ever seen. That's awesome. Alright, good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've really even talked. I was gonna say something when I got back to the truck last night, but we got back later than expected, so I just didn't end up really saying anything. Did end up hearing a few gobbles last night, but they were really, really late. Damn near dark. And they kind of quit gobbling before we really could totally determine where they were. I think we have a good idea. But our morning got delayed because it was raining up until about 5 minutes ago. It's been raining pretty good. But I think it's done because the birds have started singing. I've yet to hear a gobble, but I guess they haven't even gotten off the tree yet, so. There. So, we're gonna sneak down into the bottom here. Try and get down there real quick and as quietly as we can. Luckily everything's wet, so it'll be nice and easy to move around with. By no means this is what I would call ideal turkey weather. Which kinda sucks. But we're here. So we're gonna give it a shot. Stay with us, come along. Because I'm going to give it every shot I've got. I really want to shoot a Merriam this year, so let's hope we can get it done. Oh shit. The buck. I'm not sure what it was. Turkeys. Well, we were giving it a last-ditch effort to try and find my bird, And I have yet to get the whole story, but look at this. And well, turkey down at least. I'm gonna take a break here. He forgot the decoy at the top, so he's gotta go back up. He's trying to cross over to me. Dude, I can just come to you.
I just gotta pull my pants up instead of pulling down.
What do you think? Was it easier to go up on that ridge or go through the valley? Back to the truck.
Probably the ridge.
Alright, I'll come to you then. Alright.
Okay, so I started calling because I was looking up the draw. I didn't see anything, but I figured before I walked up any further, I would call.
Yeah.
And I set the decoy down, did some calling, leaned over to pick up the decoy, and the bird, when we get up to the top, I'll show you that where I was standing and the bush that it came out of.
Yeah.
10 feet.
Really?
Yeah, I literally, so my gun was on my shoulder. I had the decoy, at that point I had the decoy in my left hand. I dropped the decoy, grabbed my gun and spun around and fired, just like that. And it went like this. And tumbled down.
So did it like run out of the bush or
Yeah,
like?
it started to run and then it started to take off, and just as it started to take off is when I shot. I mean, it got in the air.
Okay, now my perspective of this whole thing. I literally was just walking up that ridge over there. I was gonna go to the other side of that hill and call myself to see if there was anything down in there. And I just hear boom. And man, it was cool from my perspective because it had kind of a pop like a rifle.
Sure.
Like that.
So the scary part after I pulled the trigger was I didn't know where you were at, and I'm so glad you.
Yeah,
were
no,
where you were at.
I was way up there.
You were way up there. And
Well, and you want to know, and I'll eat my words right here, and I kind of wish I had it on camera. You stopped and called, and I looked at you and I went, I would not have done that.
You know what?
And I was just like, man, I'm just trying to get, because I wanted to get over the ridge and call, but then you started calling, and I was like, wow. Shit.
I really, the way that thing ran out from underneath that tree, I swear to you that it was your bird because it looked like it was wounded.
Well, we can check it, but I can tell you my bird was way bigger than
And
that.
unless I shot the thing off, which it doesn't look like it was shot off.
No, but okay. So here's the part, and I won't roast him too much because, you know, admittedly, when you're looking for a down bird, I probably would have made the same mistake. But so he gets to the bird, and I was like, it was starting to go down the ravine. And I was like, well, you better grab it before it rolls down. And you said, I think I just f***ed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, he shot a hen.
I mean, that's because I didn't see the beard.
Because he didn't see a beard on it. And then I'm like, I'm still like, I'm waiting for him. And then he's like, do hens have spurs? And he's like, and I'm like, no. And he's like, well, these have like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch spurs. And I was like, well, then it's a male bird. But look at this beard. We honestly need to mount this beard.
I think we should. Well, this is...
He was freaking out because he couldn't find the beard. And I've never personally seen it, but turkeys get beard rot. And look at that. Dude, I think the spurs on this bird are bigger than the beard. I mean,
Holy crap.
It has the tiniest little spurs or beard ever. And it's not a Jake. Here, flip it open and open it up. It's a Tom.
It's a Tom.
Turn it around.
Actually, it's not as white.
Here, turn it around.
I'm gonna. It's not as white as I thought it would be. compared to some of the ones that we've seen.
Yeah. But it's a tom. It's a 2-year-old, and that's for sure. But I'm just glad that we found a beard on it, because he was freaking out. In the state of Nebraska, you have to have a beard on the bird. Now, a good game warden, I'm sure, would have seen that this was a male bird, and it probably wouldn't have been an issue. Because that's the other thing. When you held it up, I saw the head, and I was like, there's no way that's a hen.
Well, and that's what caused me to shoot, was the head, because it was actually that light bulby. It was more blue when I shot it.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, it's got strutting breakage.
Yeah, and it's dark. I will say, I think it might be a hybrid.
Yeah, it looks really, really, really.
It's got a kind of a gold hue to it. But, well, my woes went from, I went from like way down here to like way up here right now. I mean, I just have to accept that I missed the bird that I shot at. Kind of unfortunate, but it happens. Honestly, I think it's the first time I've ever spot and stalked a turkey.
Well, when you see where I was standing, and when you see where the bird was at, there's no spotting, there's no stalking. Bird's also not very heavy.
Oh, I was talking about my bird.
Oh, your bird, I'm sorry.
But, yeah, that's only... Dang, if that... Not here. I'll carry it out. I'd like to...
I just want to get it up the hill.
I'll carry it up the hill. I don't want you to... I'd like to hang it up so it can dry and we can get some good pictures later.
Now I'm real nervous that I don't have a tom, but I know that I do.
No, quit being nervous.
So, I'm standing right here, facing this way, and I'm calling. Reach down, up, and the thing comes out of this grass, running that way. I drop the decoy, pull my gun down, and shoot.
Nebraska Merriam, pretty looking bird.